from that distance. And just to give you a reference point for the wow of how this really is a whole circulation system, think about it this way. If you were standing almost on the 40-yard line of a football field and you were at the goalpost and the Vornado was at that 40-yard line, you would literally feel the coolest, nicest breeze. That is how powerful and how special this is. And Megan, it's always good to have you back.
Thank you.
We've got a lot to get into. We have white and we have black, but you know what? The heat is on.
The heat is on, and it's gonna be worse than ever. I mean, this is just how it is. Look at this map. It is so red, dark red. Those are triple digits all over the South and in the Midwest. This week we had the Ring of Fire. I don't know if you heard about that, but that was having triple digits all over the Midwest and the South. And it's not gonna stop. It's barely June. So what do you need in your home? Do you have a fan? Great. But do you have an ultra high performance fan? That's what this is. This is a whole room air circulator. This doesn't just move the air in front and blow you away. This actually keeps your entire room cool. That means if there's multiple people in the room, everyone stays cool. Right. Not just the one person stealing all the air in front of the oscillating fan, chasing it back and forth. So this is totally different technology.
And what's really interesting is from this far away, we both are freezing. So cold. The first thing we did, we're both in here waiting to go out of the air. We're like, oh my gosh, we were laughing. I'm like, thank goodness I have my G by Giuliana jacket on because I am freezing my buns off. And it's from that one fan clear across the room. All right, so here's, we're having a lot of fun with Facebook. And now, always at midnight, we'd love you to join us on Facebook. If you have any questions, I'm going to ask her during the airing your questions. If you want to say hi, if you have a Vornado and you'd like to comment on how much you love it, do that. You go to our Facebook page. It's HSN Facebook. And we're going to communicate live together on the air. So I'd love to hear any questions that you might have. So here we go. All right, Dorothy, let's talk to her a little bit later, but let's kind of go on over there and kind of show them some features. Now, understand, I think the technology is fascinating. This actually, and you told me this a little earlier, began back in World War II with the engineers of airplanes.
Yep, it actually started before World War II in the 1920s. The engineers were creating the Vornado plane, and they realized by creating this tunnel at the end of the propeller, they can make a plane get up in the air faster and go further. So time goes by and they're like, hey, we can take this technology and make something really cool for the home, because remember, AC didn't exist back then. Right. So they were the very first people to ever create the whole room circulator, and they just had to wait to debut it until 1945 because they were too busy, you know, repairing warplanes and fighting for our country. So what you're seeing right now is that vortex technology that is special to Vornado. It is taking the air from behind, sending it through this deep pitched blade, and then channeling it through this tunnel and out through the grill. That air that you see right now is going 100 feet across the room, bouncing off the walls, bouncing off the ceilings, and actually coming back into the unit. That means we're moving all the air in the room. No more stagnant air, no more hot pockets and cold pockets. We're blending all that air together, so it's an energy saver. It's gonna save you money in your air conditioning because you're blending those spots. And it works so well.
Oh, but it's amazing. And we're in a great big studio. I can imagine if it works in your living room, because this studio is huge and you can feel that air moving around the studio. Now, you're blowing some smoke in here.
First of all, you have to turn it on. It wasn't on for a second.
Works,
Now that it is on, you can see that it's taking all of this steam and actually sending it across this black wall. I have the ability to tilt this up, and I have the ability to tilt it down. It has a 90-degree curve. But what you need to know is all this steam, although you can't see it anymore, it's actually on the other side of the studio because it is traveling so far.
You know what you're not seeing, unfortunately? We haven't quite, can you do it one more time? Hopefully on this camera we'll see it. It is a black, and you really see it take and spin. It's not just a little stream, so if you get enough oomph, do we have to wait for the smoker to reset?
We have to wait for the oomph, but as soon as the oomph comes,
we'll show you
we'll totally do it.
Okay.
But while we're waiting, I can show you this. This is a different kind of oomph. So I have this fan. We always think of box fans as having so much power. This one clearly is not turned in, right? Or turned on, excuse me. It's not even plugged in. I can actually put this in front of our Vornado 660, and it is completely powering this large, large box fan. How?
Wait, Megan, step back just wait, because I want you to get just a little bit. Look at that, you guys. That's the speed of that fan.
Not plugged
And this
in.
Vornado is making that happen.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It is real power.
Well, and also, you know, know what the problem with that fan is? You gotta be standing right in front of it. You ever get out of the shower and it's really hot and you're out of the shower and you go in front of your box fan and stand there wet just because you want a little breath of cold air, just a moment of it? You won't do that anymore. The whole room's now comfortable. You don't have to have the fan right facing you and everybody else in the room is hot and miserable. This fan, actually, wherever you place it, is gonna be circulating the air in just a really unique and very unusual way. Interesting story, last time we had this on the air last season, completely sold out. It was never today's special. This is our best value and the very first time we've ever offered it. And you know what happens when it gets, oh, thanks guys, that's a great shot. When it gets really, really hot, you run to the hardware store and you'll buy that dented box fan for whatever it costs because you're miserable and you're uncomfortable. If you buy it right now tonight, then guess what? You don't have to worry about it. And the neat thing about it too is, Megan, is this is 4 seasons.
Oh, absolutely. You use this all year round. The whole idea is that you're taking the air from behind and pushing it forward. So right now we're in summer. So we're taking the cool air, we're pushing it forward and spreading it around the room. If it's winter time, there's nothing better than putting this in front of a heater and actually having the heat go all through the room. Because the biggest issue with heaters is that they only heat around itself and not the entire room. Right. So the animation that we were just showing, that's actually showing the difference between oscillation and circulation. And our big thing is that we say we do not oscillate. That is a waste of energy. It is a waste of time. All that does is, if I'm the fan.
Ready? Wait, I'm hot. I'm cool for a second. I'm hot again. I'm cool again. I'm hot again.
It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy, and they always break. We circulate the air, so now we're pulling in that air. It's traveling. It's bouncing off the wall, bouncing off the ceiling, and going back into the unit.
Okay, Dorothy. Hello, Dorothy. Margaret says hello. Dorothy, hello. Anna is here. Deborah is here. Also, does it blow out cold air even if the room is super hot? So how's that going to work?
So there's a misconception with fans. Fans do not actually cool the air. That's not their purpose. They're actually blending the air and moving the air out. It's when you feel the wave of wind on you that your sweat is actually moving off of you, and that's cooling you off.
That's cooling you down, right.
Right.
Now,
so
wait, now,
that's why with the oscillation fan, it has to be on you or you're immediately hot again.
Oh, interesting.
With this, you're blending the cool spots and the warm spots, so you're actually lowering the temperature in the entire room.
That's
in comparison
brilliant.
Of just
getting hit every now and then.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
I mean, come on, now that is absolutely brilliant.
So what I'm showing right now is, if you're wondering like how much wind is there, think about when you're driving, how fast you're going. This is showing us 11.2 miles per hour. That's how fast the wind is coming out here.
And what's
the average
typical,
fan?
Box fan?
2 miles per hour to 8 miles per hour.
And this is 11, almost 12 miles per hour.
Correct.
And again, remember, this isn't, it doesn't have to be sitting there directly blowing on you. That's over. It's a whole different concept and way of thinking about cooling off your room in the summer. Now, imagine if you have a window open, and I'm from Ohio, in the evenings it gets nice and chilly, you potentially don't even have to use your AC. Put it in the window and let that cold air get sucked in and then blow around the room.
And then you get
also,
fresh
how
air
many
too.
of you have an air conditioning unit in one window? And yeah, your master bedroom's okay, but there's other bedrooms. How are you gonna get the air down there? Open your door, stick this thing in front of it, and it will literally circulate the air down and around, helping to cool off those extra spaces. And if you have an AC full house unit that is too small for the size house you have, and there's always that back room that's too hot, again, place it near in the hallway, let it blow and push that cool air on down to those extra rooms. I think you'll find this to be remarkable. Now we want to
Plus you have a cool party trick.
Well, of course, yeah, you can get a balloon and do this, which is pretty cool.
Just pull it 90 degrees,
actually,
and then you can get, hey, watch this. This is on low right
talk
now.
Buttons for us, because Raven's asking you about buttons, and we'll prove the buttons right now using this.
So the buttons, I actually could just spin this around because it's not going to affect. All right, so on the back, it's just 4 buttons that you have to worry about. Of course, you're going to turn it on over on this side, but then starting from the opposite side, you have low, medium, fast, and then turbo. Okay, and right now it's on low.
It's on low. Now the problem is we're going to take it up to 2.
Yes.
So Jeff, we're going to have to go, not yet. Hold on, we're going to let Jeff get out there. We're going to go a little, got to go a little higher and wider. Maybe, I don't know which, we got to go higher than that, because we're going to go to 2 only. The reason we're not going to 3 or 4 is because it gets hot. Now our ceilings are extremely high in this studio. This is only 2. 3 and 4 takes it above our lighting grid and up to the top of this incredibly high ceiling. So
We're not allowed.
We can't put it on turbo. It would actually blow this thing all the way up, and well, we don't want our lights to get caught. Okay, another question we have is on cleaning, which is a really good question.
Very easy to clean.
If you have an oscillating fan or if you have that box fan, you're not getting in there to clean those blades.
Yep, that's actually one of the features and benefits that's so important, is that this can actually just pop up and you just clean it really quick and then you're good to go.
And they really thought about that, guys. So you just pop the front off, the blades are easy to clean, pop it back on, of course unplug it when you do that, and you're good to go. So really good idea here. All right, I want you once again to think of this. If you were standing on an NFL football field and you were on about the 40-yard line, I mean, think about the 50-yard line, that's halfway of that giant field. You're on about the 40, between the 40 and the 30-yard line. You had the Vornado there, and you were at the goalpost, you will feel that wind movement. And the coolest thing is, it's actually helping to cool the entire room. So if you've been thinking about getting whole house air conditioning, just try it. Hey, if it doesn't work, go ahead and invest thousands in whole house air conditioning. If you said, gosh, that one room, or maybe we should get a window unit for that room, again, buy this first and then go out and spend $500 on a window unit if you don't love it. I think, and you've obviously gotten comments over the last couple of years, it's truly a game changer. We have some reviews from Texas I'm going to read. Texas, it's hot in Texas. I have a review from New Mexico. Now, when people are, we have reviews from Las Vegas. When people are reviewing a whole circulating room system from those states, I think you know, and calling them a 5-star perfect item, you'll see some down below. I think you can feel pretty assured that it's going to work really well for you. Yeah, we talked about the buttons, so we got that one covered too. Yep. Oh, how loud is it on high? That is a really good question, Lisa.
It's really not that loud. It is whisper quiet when you have it on the first and second level. It's going to be a little bit louder because it's on a turbo speed, but it's nothing.
And you know what we'll do? Once we walk past, I'll grab a balloon off one of them and we will crank it up to turbo so you can hear it.
And the unit with the steam, that was on turbo. And you, I mean.
Oh, that wasn't louder. Actually, the smoke machine was louder than the fan.
The smoke machine was louder.
That wasn't the fan. So we'll do it again anyway. All right, let's talk about the blades.
All right, so right now you saw the pinwheel was going. This
do it again,
20
I think
feet
it's
away.
Like crazy.
I gotta find it. There we go.
So
we're talking about 20 feet away.
Like way over there.
Yeah, it's way, way over there. So we're talking about 20 feet. This actually moves air up to 100 feet. So the question is, how does it move that much air? And it all comes down to the technology. Remember, this is so special, this vortex technology, and it came from the whole idea of plane aviation. If you look at your fan, you're basically just gonna see the two grills and then the blade in between, right? Not here. This unit in the back is called an inlet accelerator. It takes the air out in the most efficient way from behind and pushes it into this amazing blade. It is small, but it is so mighty. Because it's contoured, it's curved, and it's wide, it actually can churn so much air that then we'll move on to the next section. This is not your big, flimsy air. Then it's gonna move into this tunnel. That tunnel's creating that tornado effect that you see in front of you. And you notice that that tornado is expanding. It's going further and further and further. Well, how? The grill, while the grill looks so beautiful, it actually has special technology in the grill that offsets it and makes it travel further. That's how we're getting to that 40-yard line. We're going 100 feet with this unit right here.
And show them the chrome backbone. I think this is great.
The chrome bar is great because when you think about adjusting a fan, it was always notches and lifting things up and lifting. Yeah, it was always annoying.
You know what happened?
Then it would fall down.
But when you screwed it down, you'd end up stripping the screw. And so it would just never stay.
Yeah, this literally just glides back and forth. And if you're thinking to yourself, why on earth would I need this at 90 degrees? Well, heat rises. So if this is the wintertime, you want to bring the heat back down, well, yeah, you're going to point this up. If you want to put it on a diagonal, send cool air going up the stairs because now your upstairs might be hot if you're doing the whole zone cooling. You can cool it from downstairs. And of course, have it at this angle, you're cooling everybody in the room. So it doesn't matter whether you're standing, whether you're playing on the ground with your dog, if you're on the left side, the front side, the back side of the room, everybody is going to be cooled off with this technology.
And it's influencing the entire room.
Yes.
See, that's what I think you have to kind of get your head around it too. And by the way, Carol, I think her note is very funny. She says, I really need this Vornado with an exclamation point.
You do really need this Vornado.
You really do. If you're thinking you do, chances are you really do need it.
And Carol, I don't know if you know this, but we have a 5-year manufacturer's warranty warranty. This is leading in our industry. There's a reason why we say we are leaders in airflow technology, and it's because we create products that are true to what they say they do. And they last long, and they have great engineering. So 5 full years, this thing is gonna pay for itself in the first couple months.
Raven likes, wait, by the way, a little shout out. Raven, thank you. My dress, actually, if you want my dress, it's slinky, and it's coming up in the next couple of days. And Lisa, we will get to how high it is, or how loud it is on high. It's not obnoxious, which is lovely, because you know a lot of fans, you're watching television and they're really, really loud right beside you. How many colors does it come in? Darla wants to know that, or Delia.
2.
It's 2. We have it in white, we have it in black.
White, just brand
FYI,
new.
and white is the most limited. So if you're thinking white, and then there's that great black. I think the black's great because it kind of disappears in any room. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. Just saw the time. It circulates. Why does the spinner turn anywhere? Oh, if it circulates, why does the spinner turn anywhere in the room? Oh, yeah, she's asking, you've got the spinner in front of it, obviously it's gonna turn.
Okay, so the way that technology works is it's sending the air out this way. So that's where it's gonna be the most powerful. But then it's gonna bounce off the walls and it's gonna come back into the room. So it's gonna slow down the speed, and it's gonna come back into the machine. So we're getting the most powerful air on the direct airflow.
Right.
If that makes sense.
But
it's
the indirect
once it turns
too.
around.
Right, it's completely different. And I think it's a great question, Maddie, but it's completely different than when you're thinking of.
Right.
Because typically we think oscillation and we think a box fan, and they're very limiting. When you get the Vornado, it's wildly different. And I can guarantee you that even the wind and the air surrounding it feels very different because of that brilliant design. Here's where we're at. Almost 800 have been ordered in the first few minutes. We have about 4 or 5 minutes to go in this airing. Why pick it up tonight? Because number one, you know there's always a rush at the big box stores to get fans when you get that first really brutal heat wave. And when that happens, you will buy the dented one and you'll spend any amount of money on it just to be cool for that moment. Do not waste your money on box fans anymore. That's a thing of the past. Don't waste your money on oscillating fans. And we thought those are the greatest things, but you're right. You're hot, I'm cool for 1 second, and I'm hot again. Hot, cool for a second, hot again. Stop, this is completely different. Everyone in the room can be cool, and it's truly influencing the entire room. Now, obviously, the coldest spot is when you're right in front of it, but I'm a good 20 feet away right now, and think about it. Can you imagine? You're at about the 40-yard line, between 30 and 40 on a football field, and you are feeling the difference 40 yards away at the goalpost. I think that's really amazing. And I love the compact size. To be able to do that kind of power, that kind of performance, and that kind of compact size is truly brilliant. And that is exclusive to the Vornado technology. If you see any other versions out there, they do not and cannot have this type of technology. This is the only one that includes all of that. And we have our best value, and it literally is for only 1 day. All right, so there we go, our little oscillator guy.
This is what you know. You know the oscillation fan. We've been brainwashed to think that oscillation is everything.
Right.
But this is what we were talking about in the beginning. I'm hot right now.
Right.
I'm hot. I'm waiting. Come on. When's it gonna come back to me? And then when it comes, you go, 1, 2, 3. I got 3 seconds of air. So you're always the person going like this. Okay, give me more.
You know what we all do? You just turn the darn oscillation off, and you're just like, put it on me. That's all I want. So there it ruins the concept of the oscillation.
Yeah. We don't need to do that anymore.
No, wait, really quickly, before you turn that on.
Okay.
This is on turbo. I think Lisa asked.
Turbo.
Okay, we'll be quiet, believe it or not. There you go. Really,
Turbo.
not loud at all. All right, very good. Okay, Gigi wants to know, how will it work in a room with no AC?
What it's gonna do is it's gonna move all the air in the room. So again, it doesn't necessarily take the air and cool it off in this unit, but when you have stale, stagnant air that is not moving, that's when you're gonna feel sticky, that's when you're gonna feel like you can't breathe. So by simply having circulation, by having that movement, you're completely changing the atmosphere of your room. If you have the ability to open a window and put this near the window, then you have the chance to get either fresh air, or you also have the opportunity to get some cool air coming in, and then again, that cool air is gonna blend in with your hot room and cool down the entire room.
Also,
so if you don't have air conditioning, this is also still great for you.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, it's
way better than a regular fan.
If you don't have AC, it's a game changer. And I'll tell you, if you have AC, you don't have to crank it up as high to keep you cool at night. Just actually bring it down, put this in your bedroom, and you naturally will feel cooler because it's maximizing the cold air from your AC. So any way you put it, any formula, any kind of thing you can think about, this really is going to be and make a big, big difference. Megan, so we're showing now the speed of this.
We are. So we keep talking about how far it'll go. It'll go 100 full feet. But what does that mean to you? This is 10 to 11.2 miles per hour is what we've been picking up tonight. So if you imagine driving your car 11 miles per hour in a car that's slow with wind and speed, that's a lot of air. Your typical fan, you're lucky if you're getting between 2 and 8 miles per hour. With this, you're getting 11 and above when you're utilizing the turbo speed.
Okay, Eric says he's taking one in black. Very good, Eric. I would totally get the black. Also, yeah, Laura's helping out. She says, oh, she wants to know, can you put it in a window? She has no AC.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Laura, I can't wait to use it with a window. Put it in your window. You'll be amazed.
I just want you guys to see this tornado action. Remember, this is Vortex technology. It creates a tornado. Vornado, that's how we got our name. I can take this away. There's no tricks here, people. This is Vornado's technology at its finest. It's spinning, it's going up. I can put this on another one. You know that it's gonna travel 100 feet. This is not a fan. This is a ultra high performance fan that it sounds so silly, but it'll change your life if you're hot. Right. This will change your life and it'll create a more comfortable experience, not just for you, but everybody that's in your home.
And here's what I would want to point out as we wrap up. We have 5 flex pays for today only. That's $16 to try it. And remember, you can use this 4 seasons. If you have a little space heater and you can imagine being able to push that warmth around the room in the wintertime, that saves you a ton of money in the long run as well. So if you want to try it out tonight, Flex Pay's easy. It's any major credit card. You can even use PayPal. And did you notice too on that, the 5 flex, the price? That goes up at midnight if I have any left. Just as a quick note.
We've never had it at this price, and you are getting that 5-year manufacturer's warranty.
That's right, that's right. And it's never been a Today Special. And it's sold out at a much higher price. And that's really how good it is. And it's a customer pick, so I think you can assure yourself that's probably going to work really well for you. Megan, I will see you next hour.
Absolutely.
Thanks for hanging out.
I'll be here.
All right, we have a lot more coming up. And thanks, guys, for hanging out with me on Facebook, too. This is really fun. Coming up next hour, oh, yeah, I got to show you this Hunter. Very funny story. I'm going to share it with you later. I had a serious Hunter moment last night, and I will tell you about it in a bit. It's a pack of 2. Now, if you go on hsn.com right now, and you sure can before we talk about it, we have a single one for $179, that exact same unit. We're gonna double it, but certainly not double the price. If you won't drink a dirty glass of water in a restaurant, why are you breathing really filthy, dirty air with a lot of environmental toxins? We're gonna help you solve that problem with Hunter, and it's coming up a little bit later, so stay with us.
Have you signed up for your HSN email? Sign up for HSN emails now to stay connected to our hottest deals of the week. You'll even receive exclusive coupons. Never miss a Today's Special. We'll send you the scoop on our best value of the day straight to your inbox. Head on over to hsn.com now and search email to sign up today.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Computers, printers, cameras, fitness equipment, and even jewelry can be covered with a plan that offers repair or replacement should a failure occur. And portable electronics have accidental damage from handling, which covers unintentional mishaps like everyday drops, spills, and cracked screens. It's easy to add when you are checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
Who knew a little piece of plastic could be so much fun? When you apply for the HSN card, instantly get $10 off. It's all about you. Extra flex on the things you love. When you use your HSN card, get extra flex all day, every day on all jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases. Plus VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, all with no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
Labellum for HSN is boho, modern, flattering, and comfortable. I've always had an interest in fashion, and being able to incorporate the inspiration from my music and what's comfortable for me to wear on stage, and always looking good, but enjoying what I'm wearing. That was important to me. The Labellum woman is truly every woman.
I'm Suzanne Runyon. Hey, we're following you on Facebook all hour long. We're taking your questions. And Yvette, I wanted to add, said, I received a Vornado as a shower gift 25 years ago, and I still have it. She pulled it out last week to help cool off the dog because it's really humid. And I'm sure everybody else. That was 25 years ago. It's still going strong tonight. And again, we'll take another look at our today's special at the top of 1 a.m. if you missed out. It's gonna be hot. You wanna be cool. I think we have the perfect answer. All right, so now we're gonna move on to lighting up your world. Now, do you have that spot in your house? It's probably under the sink, or maybe it's the back of a closet, or maybe it's in a shed outside and it's too dark and you can never see what's in there. Well, with literally a flick of a button, and it looks like a light switch, you can have a nice bright light, and it's part of our American Dreams series. It's an ongoing search for the next great entrepreneurs. So we scour the globe to find up-and-coming inventors and the latest unique products like this, which of course is the Premier Lights. I want to get Matt out here to tell us all about it. Hi, Matt, welcome back.
Hey, Suzanne, how are you?
I'm good, and this is a set of 6.
6 of these beautiful lights. I mean, this is from a true American Dreams entrepreneur in Peru, Illinois. Shout out to Peru, Illinois. These are so ingenious because they're intuitive. They are very, very simple. They are a switch with a light built in. No wires, no installation, no electronics to mess with, no electricians to come out and drill holes in the wall. These are battery powered. These are Cobb LEDs, so they just sip electricity. They're super bright. They're 200 lumens, which is a huge amount of light. And you can see the batteries here. There's 2 AAAs here and then 2 up here. And by the way, they come included. Now there's 3 ways to mount, so you can peel and stick if you have a smooth surface. There is a little keyhole here, so if you want to hang it like you hang a picture, you can do that. Plus, they even put magnets in here. This is a huge customer pick, and the reason is people get them home and you have instant gratification. Light went in where you need it the most with one flick of a switch.
Light on call.
Right there.
I love that.
No messing around.
And honestly, they're crazy bright. Like, it's very surprising. I think it's kind of tough to see on air, but they are extremely bright. In fact, this is another customer pick, and there's great reviews. Penny Mack in Texas said, great when electricity goes out during summer storms.
Yes.
If Penny lived in Houston, I bet these are one of her favorite items she's ever seen, because we know what happened. Peanut in Florida, I put one switch in my linen closet. Oh my God, it is so bright. That's not me, that's Peanut saying that. But again, the reviews go on and on.
Absolutely.
And you get all 24 batteries. So right out of the box, you don't have to go buy a set of batteries. We were trying to figure out how much the cost is for 24 batteries. What are you guessing?
I looked it up and I saw $12.99 for the cheapest for 24 batteries.
For 24
that was the
batteries.
cheapest I could find.
So $12.99 just to go buy the
Just
batteries.
for the
They're
batteries.
included.
Not
you
counting
get
all the
6 of the lights.
Amazing.
So obviously at under $20, a great price. We have 2 flex. And wait, I know there's something special. Hold it. Wait for it. No wiring. That's huge.
Yes.
Oh, colors. That's right.
Oh,
so here's
yeah.
what we have. We have the white, which is really nice because I think when we started out with this, we only had the white. So we have the white, and then we have the black, and we have the gray. And I think the black and the gray look very stylish. Like if you put this in a closet, or if you know someone's gonna see it somewhere, maybe you're gonna use it as a nightlight in the hallway, and you know what would be fun is if your little ones can't reach the highlight or to turn on the light in the hall, put it down low for them and they can click it on and then find their way to the bathroom at night.
Idea. I love
Wouldn't
it.
that be sweet?
And they don't have to, my wife uses it in her sock drawer, so she'd have to turn on the lights in the bedroom.
Okay, that's a great idea.
And she's so considerate. 4 o'clock in the morning, she gets up to go to work, and she doesn't want to turn on the light to wake me up because I'm always snoozing. And now you've got light went in where you need it, whether it's inside of a closet, inside of a drawer, inside of a pantry, underneath the stairs, wherever you need light around the house. Think about, kind of walk through your house in your mind right now. Say, you know what? I've always missed it. I've always wanted something for the utility room or for the basement, or say there's stairs going down to the basement. Maybe you have to go downstairs and then find the little switch. This way, there's no slips and falls. This is safety and security right at the flick of a switch. And like you said, Suzanne, for power outages, this is important to have light. If you're sitting watching this right now and the power went out, God forbid we'd miss you, but you'd also need to have a light right there, not time to go search for the light, not time to go get a flashlight. You need to have a light right there. So put this in the drawer right next to you at the end table and enjoy that beautiful light whenever you need it.
Okay, so we're gonna prove how bright it is.
Yeah,
and
let's do it.
This is important.
Yep, I've got a demonstration here I want to walk over to. This is a cabinet, regular old cabinet. This could have anything inside of it. We have canned goods inside of it and supplies. We're gonna drop the lights and I want you to see. In a dark room, this is going to disappear. You can't, look at that, it's completely black. And look, boom, now you turn it on, but wait, I'm gonna open the other side, and you can see all the way to the other side here with just one switch. Watch. I'm going to turn that on. Now, that's one light. If you wanted to, you could place another one on the other side.
Wait, and I'm going to explain something, too.
Look at that.
This camera is absolutely not picking up how bright that is.
Right.
There's no way you can see. This entire thing, and you're going to have to trust me on it, is lit front to back, side to side. It looks like it's just barely going bloop right here.
Right.
But indeed, our cameras need a lot of light to be able to do television.
Exactly.
You are not seeing, really, that this entire thing is completely lit.
Exactly.
I got to tell you, if you go camping, if you go tenting, if you're an RVer, how many of you have a little cramped area like a workspace or a shed that might be out back and you just never have enough light back there? But I love that demo and I hate that demo at the same time because no, we really can't capture
it is hard because
how very bright it is.
The irises on the camera, I know it has something to do with that. I'm not a technical guy, but I do know in real life, I always tell the host, don't look directly in it, and I'm not kidding.
No, it's really bright,
you see, and if you read the reviews on hsn.com, people absolutely love it. And this 6-pack is the best value ever. I'm not going to talk about price. It's not my job. But I'm just saying, best value ever. So if you've already owned these, and I think a lot of it, Suzanne, the people that are on the phone now are people that are reordering.
Yeah, sure, stock up.
They're stocking up. And
how
it's
popular has this
amazing.
been? 13,300 6-packs have been ordered.
Wow.
We've already sold out of one color even before we got on the air.
That's right.
We had a dark brown, but unfortunately it's already sold out. If you don't mind, Matt, while you're showing that, I'm going to read some more reviews.
That's great.
Guys, this is what's shocking, okay? I have 2 pages, and they could have given me a ton more of perfect 5-star reviews on this. And you're like, if you're at home and you're going, oh, come on. I mean, really, for me, it's like having my trusted friends say, this is a really good product. You should try it.
Yeah.
So this is Angel Wings in Oregon. These give off more light than I anticipated. Thank you, Angel Wings, because, yes, you're absolutely right about that. They're bright but not dull. I have mine in the garage. Another one, this is SB in Louisiana. They give out lots of light and can be used anywhere. I used one on my stairs in the garage and sometimes in the bedroom. Well, that's smart. Here's another one. This is Jewelry Goddess in Arizona. My 1980s kitchens has lots of dark area, and these have solved all of them. Under cabinets, back of pantry, inside cupboards. That's a good idea.
I love that.
Donna Savage in Texas. Easy to apply and to activate. Light is bright and allows us to see everything in our media cabinet. Ooh, that's a good idea.
I didn't think
and she
about that.
said, problem solved.
I
Oh,
love,
snap.
that part is what we're all about,
I
right?
mean, and again, it's really, here's Texas. Lakota said they put out a great amount of light for their small size, and for those closets that are dark, they're great with a big exclamation point. So I think now, while we still have 3 colors left, why not? Because we all have some place that annoys the heck out of us because there's just not enough light.
Absolutely. Whether you have a newer house, older house, giant mansion, or like me, I grew up in a mobile home, there's always places where you need to have light. If you have a shed in the backyard and you go out there at night to take out the garbage or whatever, maybe it's not wired for electricity, you can call an electrician, but they're going to put one light in one location. This comes with you. And again, if you're just joining us, these are peel and stick on the back. So you can place these on any smooth surface, peel and stick, and you're done. Or if you want to hang it just like a picture hanger, all you do is put a nail in the wall or a screw in the wall. You can hang it there. Plus the magnets. I love that. People have called in and said they put one in each car because if your car breaks down on the side of the road, you could actually slap this to the side of the car, turn it on, and then you're going to be seen. It's not just what you can see, but that you can be seen. You can even take these with you portably. If the power goes out and you want to go outside for something, you can take it right off the wall and take it with you. So it takes the place of a lot of those flashlights. And again, you're not going to get 6 flashlights with the batteries for this price.
For $20.
So it's pretty amazing.
So best value ever. We've put together the best price tonight. I love 2 flex pays. You can try them out for $10. We have a great return policy. And again, you get all 24 batteries. So we figured out the batteries are anywhere between $12 and $13 just to buy the batteries.
At least,
They're already included, all of that for under $19. And I really encourage you, read the reviews. I mean, I know sometimes you're on the fence going, I don't know.
Yeah, right.
They're really positive because it works.
Yeah,
People
simple.
aren't getting excited about a light switch on the wall at home, but they get excited about this because it really does work well. All right, Matt, I know we've got some more coming up.
Yeah,
right?
we got another product next hour. We got some pest repellers.
Oh,
So I'm
these are
excited
the
about that
heavy
as
duty,
well.
super duper pest
Yeah.
repellers. Yeah, so we'll see Matt in a bit.
Thank you.
All right, guys, here we go. Our today's special, quick reminder of it too. Come on, let's beat the heat this summer. We've sold already 1,300 just last hour in a couple of minutes when we first launched it. Why? Well, through the brilliant design and the latest in technology, Vornado has completely redesigned whole room cooling. Guys, don't even look at this. And you know what? It's not a fan. It literally isn't a fan. It's whole room circulation system. That's what they call it. So please don't think about it like it's a fan. It's completely different than anything you've ever used before, including oscillators and those box fans. It's designed not only to cool you down directly, but to indirectly cool the entire room down. Whether you open a window or you want to actually lower your electric bill because you don't have to have the AC cranked up so high. If you want to reach that back room that's always a little bit too warm because your AC system is too small for your house. This and so much more, even in the wintertime, it's gonna help circulate the warm air much more efficiently than your house currently does. So it's on sale, best price, first time ever today's special, and the white is the most limited at this point. Also show you this rule too. This is from Honeywell. It's an 18-pack LED light bulb collection. Price break of $34.95 and 3 flex pays. We all know LED lights the way to go. Much, much cooler, uses a whole lot less electricity, but you want one of the very best, and of course we can trust that Honeywell name. If you'd like to find out more, you can go to hsn.com and check out all of our bulbs. You too will see another bright idea. Tracy, you can boo. Go ahead and boo. Just boo me.
A little chuckle inside.
No, she looked at me. She looked up. She looked up at me and she went like this. She went. Sorry, I'm trying. By the way, if you have any light bulb jokes you'd like to share, please do. I'm on hsn.com, our Facebook page. Yeah, we're here all night. Come on down. Don't forget to tip your waiters because we're here all night long. Okay. Anyway, oh, by the way, Erica says, love the lights. Had no power for one day and they were great. That was our little light switchy we just did. All right, so who am I talking to? Well, that's Miss Tracy over there. Come on in.
Hi, my friend.
Okay, so this is something near and dear to my heart.
Right.
I have a couple things I collect. I always say my weight might go up and down, but daggone it, I can carry a great handbag.
Right.
I can wear great jewelry and have a lot of that, and I can rock a great shoe.
Yes, you can.
And I need this desperately because I have a lot of shoes.
You have a lot of shoes, and you can bring handbags on this as well.
Oh, good, and a lot more,
and,
actually.
yeah, just, I mean, really think of a lot of the different ways that you can use this. This we're calling a shoe rack. It's 3 tiers. It's powder-coated steel. It's got that wonderful mesh right here, so if you have to, let's say, rinse this off or anything because you've got dirty tennis shoes on here or golf shoes or whatever. But one of the things that we love so much about this is the fact that there's zero assembly. So it's literally gonna come to your house like this, okay? You're gonna take it out of the box and all you do is open it up.
Oh,
and
that's
then it's
easy.
perfect. Now that's easy. That's my kind of assembly, to be honest with you. So I didn't have to get any screwdrivers, didn't have to line anything up, nothing like that. It's a great footprint. You can see right back here at the bottom, you do have a little latch, and that's just gonna secure the entire rack in place. So there you go. So the dimensions on this are perfect. It's just about a little over 2.5 feet right here. And then we've got about 1 foot right here. And as we go up, you're really gonna get a good 1.5 feet, so a lot of stability. I love the fact too, that the way they did this, I can put my stilettos on here and the heels aren't gonna fall through. There's a big enough base for the men's shoes on here, so it's, you know, women friendly, kid friendly, man friendly, all of that. But really think of anywhere that you need to utilize that storage space. Maybe
and you know what I just thought of too? Is like, I'm thinking wet mittens, wet gloves, wet, you know, in the wintertime, when everybody comes home and everything needs to dry, how do you drip dry?
Right.
Immediately I thought of that. I was like, that would be a great place.
And I just thought of it even as an herb garden.
I did too. I was thinking plants.
Yeah.
If you're watering your plants, because this is powder-coated steel.
Exactly.
So it's not gonna rust, not gonna chip, right?
Exactly. So let's take a look down here. You know, we even have it propped out for an office situation. So you've got it down here, and you got the fan.
See, that is perfect. And the Vornado, I love it. Because you know, I'm a crafter, and as a crafter, I have so many supplies, and I like it all in front of me, because I need to be able to reach it. That, you know, I almost would buy it to do that.
And I love this idea about it. And it's great. Literally, it's a shoe rack, but you can use this anything. It's low to the ground, even in the bathroom. You know, if you've got a little closet, you've got those, you know, shelves that don't go all the way to the ground, you know?
Right.
So here, this will utilize that empty space. Your towels are there, your lotions, your toilet paper, all of that.
Well, any table you have that you're not utilizing the vertical space, you're only using the horizontal space. Think about getting 2 of these and putting them side by side.
Absolutely.
I mean, especially, what about your workbench? Like your husband has a workbench, or you have a workbench and you have all this stuff all laying around. Imagine just having it all organized where you could reach for the nuts and the bolts and the tools.
Exactly.
And I would use a couple of these right beside each other.
Absolutely.
Now, I want to point out summer price because even I didn't know it was going to be that good. I had $49. We actually put it to $39. I had 3 flex pays on my little trusty blue card. No, it's 4 flex pays, and we're going to get this home to you for under $10 with any major credit card. I would absolutely think about putting 2 of these side by side. Also, too, how often in a closet do you want to store t-shirts or sweaters or things like that? Put it up on the shelf above your hangers and really start to maximize that space, because it's always one shelf and then you have nothing way above.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Especially if you like to rotate your clothes through seasons. I'm a big person because I don't have a big enough closet.
Right.
Let's go over to the closet for just a second so we can show you, you know, the area I'm talking about that frustrates me is all of this that's not utilized, you know, because if you don't have a shoe rack there, you're probably just lining your shoes up, you know, and that one time it'll be nice. You know, when you put the two, and then, you know, you get crazy and all of it, and they never are in the right place. But you've got your hanging clothes here, and you can see that now all of my shoes are where they need to be. I've got my clutches right here. None of my heels are falling through. Remember, these are all powder coated steel, so if you have golf shoes and it still has, you know, the grass from the golf course on there, it's not going to damage it. Your tennis shoes, you know, come off the clay course, and now, you know, this can be that instant mudroom. But these are big men's shoes. They fit fine on this. Women's shoes fit fine on this. You can, I love that we are being very conservative here, not doing what we would do at home. You know, you're going to stack these up like this, especially if it's flats or flip-flops. But again, your clutches can go here, your handbags can go here, rolled up sweaters, folded sweaters, t-shirts, whatever you want. Now you're utilizing another 1.5 feet of 3-tier storage space. So it's all, like we always talk about, you got to go up. You just don't have the room to go out, you know?
Right. Well, and think about this, you know, on Monday when you got ready for work, you got up in the morning, do you have your shoes in a big pile in the closet or in a basket? Right. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I can find one, but I can't find the other one.
Oh, yeah.
So then you start flipping all your shoes out of your closet because they're all piled up trying to find the matching shoe. Or do you wear the same shoes every day, basically, because it's the only pair you can find quickly and you leave them out in the piles behind it? Yeah, seriously, do you have that mound of shoes somewhere? Do you have the big baskets of shoes? I'm actually describing my own life. This is exactly how I am. And you know what? A lot of times we spend money on shoes, and if they get scuffed or marked or crushed because you've got so many shoes piled on top of them, well, that's a waste of money because now you've ruined them. So what a great way to get your shoes organized. And if you're a shoe lover, if you're a shoeaholic, and I definitely love a great pair of shoes, I've got a lot of them, then this is something that's perfect for you. Think about it though, getting a couple of these, especially with our flex pay, get a couple and put them side by side under that big long closet space.
And, or just, you know, when you leave, I was never really, I always liked it when people took their shoes off when they came to my house, but I always felt rude asking people to do so. But I felt like if I always had like a little shoe rack or a right by the front door, it's a subtle hint, like take your shoes off nicely, you know? But you could do this right as they walk in the mudroom, right? So when people enter your home, they can take their shoes off and put their handbags. And I love your story too. I think we all can relate to that one time that maybe you wore like 2 different shoes. I did. I was playing in a golf tournament, and my daughter and I, we both have the same shoe. Not the same size, the same shoe, okay? So I grabbed her right shoe and my right shoe, and I took it to the golf tournament. Oh, no. So I go to put my shoe on. Have you ever had to pay for golf shoes at a golf tournament at the pro shop? That was a great fight later that night.
Bet you loved that.
Oh yeah, I was playing with my husband too. He's like, what is that box of shoes for? And it did not go over well. But I think we all can relate to maybe something not that extravagant, but maybe
you couldn't find your shoes.
You couldn't find your shoe, or you came out with 2 black shoes or 2 different shoes. This helps you get organized. And listen, I'm a sucker. There are a few shoes that deserve to be on display. I would save for those shoes. I bought those shoes. I want them there, whether they're in that fancy box or whether they are displayed nicely, they can be. But take this out of the shoe realm.
Right.
Really,
I think
it's
this
a great
is
little rack
brilliant.
system.
I super smart.
Yeah, so you use it as, you could use it as crafting, all of your crafting needs right there. But even just for an office, you could put a full-size printer on there. You could put your laptop.
If you have, like, let's say your kids have a homework desk in their bedroom and they need to store their books and their papers and it's all like piled up. If you have a desk that's just got piles of paperwork, totally. You can get those little, what are they, little folders, or not folders, but you know, the little trays. Put them on there and do your inbox, your outbox, your mailbox, your coupon box. I would totally use that on a desktop,
right?
For sure.
Or kids like mine who sit in their bed and use those little lap desks.
Right.
You know, this can now actually be a storage system because they don't have room for a desk in their room right now.
Good
you know,
point,
so that's great. But even for the bathroom, I mean, the fact that you could put, you know, fun little decorative boxes. We have a small closet in the bathroom, and that whole bottom half is empty space. Now you utilize that empty space, and you can store your shampoos, conditioners, your lotions. You can have your curling irons and all your hair products right there.
On that note, do the dimensions for us so
absolutely.
we know if it's going to fit in the space.
And I love that footprint. So we're looking at, it's just over 2.5 feet long here, okay? So there you go. And it's not too high. It's about 1.5 feet. So great. But notice that you have enough space in between here for your higher shoes, your taller heels, or like I said, if you want to stack those flip-flops, okay? But one of the things I love about this is this. Please don't blink. This is how it comes. So if you want to store it, let's say you use this in the winter, or when you know,
or like
really,
you said, when you have company coming, and you want it in the front hallway.
Yeah, there you go. So there's ultimately no storage, no assembly, nice, strong. It's very sturdy. And then you've got that mesh there. So like you said, if you wanted to use it for an herb garden, or if it got dirty because of, you know.
I think wet mittens, like where you put all that wet stuff in the wintertime, and you want it to dry out, it's perfect for that, especially coming in the front door.
Or even if you have your umbrella in the summer, you know, just throw it on top of this instead, and it's going to dry, and it's not going to damage it because it is that steel.
Like you could put a mat underneath it. Think about just putting a little quick mat underneath it, and then when it does drip down, it drips into the mat, dries off. Your house is cleaner. We all love that. Okay, wait, how many colors? We have. What colors do I have? Black and white,
No,
right?
we have. I'm sorry. We have
do
white.
I have the other ones?
Black, steel, and vintage bronze.
Oh, I have them all.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so black and white, we get that. Then we have the platinum, which is in front of me, which is the most like a stainless steel or steel color. And then in the closet, that's the vintage bronze. That's the one that you did see in the closet. That was vintage bronze right there. Vintage bronze, thanks. Okay, guys, we're busy for this. That's fun, because, you know, we can all relate to it.
Yep.
I know you. You like shoes like me, right? Oh, yeah, come on, bring it. And you know they're in a pile, and you're going, yeah, I got to organize that. Tracy, we'll see you in just a second. She's got another great product we'll talk about in a moment. But coming up, stay with me to see Mr. Beams. My guest is going to tell you an interesting story. I'm going to give you a little tip. He loved it before he presented it. Actually used it way before he's on the air tonight. So he was thrilled when he got involved with the company, and he'll share more of a story with you on that. It is coming up. It's a brilliant system. If you want automated motion detecting light outdoors anywhere around your house that can all be interconnected and they create their own network, that's going to do it for you. He'll explain it much better, but I want you to stick around for that. But now we're going to talk about the Hunter. It's my this day only. I have my own personal Hunter story that happened last night I'm going to share with you, but Tracy's going to start us off and walk us through it. Hey, Trace.
All right. Air purifiers have one job. That's it. That is to clear the air so that your lungs don't have to. So we have filled this chamber up to the max to where you can hardly even see the air purifier in there. I'm going to turn it on. I want you to watch how fast this one air purifier is going to get the job done. Notice the vortex. Notice how it is moving that air, because you cannot clean air unless you move air. Within seconds, you couldn't see me before. You can see me now. What was it? 6 seconds, I was able to clear this smoke chamber. Smoke is by far the hardest thing to clean out of your air. It has one of the smallest particles out there. So you notice that when you burn something in your house, or the smoke alarm goes off or something like that, that burnt toast, it's really hard not only to get the odor out, but that smoke. Hunter's going to do it for you. And we've got exclusive technology that in our pre-filter will actually inhibit the growth of bacteria, mold, and all of that, and that's just in the pre-filter alone.
And that is just here. You cannot find it anywhere else. Okay, so here's what we're doing. If you go to hsn.com right now, you can see this exact unit, and this is a powerful unit. It works great and it looks great. And we sell it for $179 by itself. So go to hsn.com. You can buy one if you want to. Why would you do that, though? That wouldn't make any sense tonight when you're actually getting two for $209.95 plus free shipping. Plus we did 5 flex, correct? 5 flex for both of these. So it's one of the very best values we have by far ever done. It's the most advanced technology we offer in any of our hunters, and they look great. And we have the black set, or we have the silver with the white, or the white with the silver accents on that set, and it's your choice. Now, unfortunately, for the entire weekend, I have 1,600 available. I would expect at this really good price that they will sell out. I just don't think they'll make it through the whole weekend, but I've got them right now, which is great.
Yeah, I like to be honest, and you and I talked about this a little earlier. I was a little skeptical of air purifiers because it wasn't something that I could see working all of the time. When I got the air purifier home, I had one in every single room, and it made an amazing difference in our family's life. You know, my kids both suffer from allergies. My husband does too. I had these in there, and within months, I noticed during that really, really high-end allergy season, everyone just felt better.
But you said you were the biggest skeptic.
I was.
You didn't believe it was going to change anything.
I couldn't see, like you see the smoke chamber and you see it, but my house didn't look like that. You know, my house wasn't full of smoke. But what I did when I got this home, and you'll do it too, I immediately, after it ran for a couple days, I popped it out and I looked at the filter and I thought, you know what? That's my lungs. That's my kids' lungs. That's my husband's lungs. When you get this home and you start to see the film that builds up on this filter, and here's the other thing, this is a permanent filter. You don't have to change this. All you have to do is vacuum this out. That was when it was the aha moment in my life.
But then, fast forward a couple months later, and you said it really changed your kids' lives.
Yeah, I mean, no more runny noses, no more puffy of the eyes, no more, you know, missing the school or anything like that. It was a drastic difference in our lives.
So let me ask you this question.
Yes.
Would you ever not turn them on?
No, and even we're moving at this point, and my husband was like, oh, are we gonna put this in the storage? And I was like, no, this goes with us wherever we're going. Honest to goodness truth.
Yeah.
But this is another reason I love it, because we have this pre-filter. Having kids during flu and cold season, you know, what happens here? Somebody comes to your home and they sneeze, all right? All of that goes into the air. Where do you want that bacteria to go? Do you want it to go in your lungs, or do you want it to go into the pre-filter? I want it to go here because we have exclusive technology here. What it is this is impregnated with nano silver technology right here that inhibits the growth of bacteria. Those are live pores. Mold, those are live pores. They cannot grow here at all. That's in the pre-filter.
So it's gonna suck that through.
It's gonna suck it in.
It's gonna trap them, stop them, so they're not recirculating outside.
Exactly.
Around.
And there's also carbon in here that's gonna get rid of the odors. That's just the pre-filter.
Right.
Then we get to the regular filter and it gets all this out. Human hair, pollen, dust, dirt, dander, 99.9% of the stuff in the air is gonna get through that. That's that BioSilver technology. That is the stuff that's gonna inhibit the growth of that bacteria, of that mold. And I love the fact here and there, that's our HEPA-Tech filter. Pollen, dust, hair, pet dander, smoke. What happens there? It gets in there and then it pushes all of the air through. Clean air now. That's what we love about this.
And again, just to share with you, and I love the customer reviews. There's plenty more, but the ones I've been approved to talk about, they're all 5-star, and I've got 2 pages. If you don't mind, Trish, I'm gonna go through a couple real quick. I love this. This is someone you can relate to. CC Ryder said in California, I wasn't expecting these to work so well.
Right.
That, you're right. Sierra in Ohio, I highly recommend this product with an exclamation point. Maria in Maryland, I purchased these and have them running 24/7, and it's great. Sandy Wine in Pennsylvania. These are very good air purifiers. They work quickly and are quiet, or they're efficiently quiet, which is nice too. It's been a good purchase. My house smells great. These work great. I can definitely tell the air is more pure. I mean, guys, the thing goes on. And here's my question to you. If you ever go into a restaurant and the waiter brings you a glass of water and there's one speck of dirt and you're like, oh gosh, that's so gross. Hey, waiter, I need a clean glass of water. I would never drink that. Imagine all the particles, the environmental pollutions and the toxins that are blowing around, let alone the allergens and everything else you talked about, that are blowing around in your air inside your own home. There's millions and millions and millions of things that can be irritating and bothersome, let alone just the pure dust that's there. Get a great name and get really effective air purifiers, and you're getting that in this Hunter pair. Once again, go on .com right now. This exact unit is $179 for one, and I bet you it's a customer pick.
Absolutely.
I bet you it is for one. We've doubled up the offer tonight. You actually are getting 2 big room units for not double the price. It's literally a couple dollars more. That is a massive savings. Now I have to share my story with you because I did not tell Tracy my story beforehand. But I had a Hunter story from literally last night. So I come in from work and I work really late hours and crazy hours, and I walk in and my house stinks horribly. My husband had cooked something when I was away, and it almost left a bitter smell in my house, and I have a small house. Okay, so my Hunter, one of them, I have 2 of them, and my Hunter, and it's the old-fashioned one. They're still going strong. I do not have this technology, but they're good units. I have it kind of in the dining room, which is sort of central to my small house. And the smell was so bad and so bitter that I woke up in the middle of the night because it kept me awake. I couldn't sleep. So I walked out to my Hunter, I yanked him up on high, I put the ionization button on, and this morning when I woke up, not a single stink in the house. The whole house all night that had been scrubbing my air, cleaning my air, and I woke up and my house smelled fresh and clean and great. And I am telling you, it really stunk. It stunk so bad I couldn't sleep.
I've been there. I've been down that road before. I'm gonna go to these 2 chambers over here, and that's that carbon infusion in there. That's just in the pre-filter. We were talking earlier, listen, Hunter's been around for more than 100 years. It's a name you trust, it's a name that you've seen, and we have perfected what happens with an air purifier. It's not complicated. Air purifiers, they look nice, they've got motors and filters, okay? What we look for is what is in that filter. That's what sets it apart from everything else out there. That's the BioSilver technology. That is the pre-filter, the carbon in there. And then you've got the 99.9% of cleaning the air with dust, dirt, and all of that. So I wanna go ahead and show you, we're gonna load both of these up. I've got the one by you, Suzanne, has 2 chambers in there, 2 air purifiers. Same size, same everything. Double the price. We've got ours with just 1. I'm gonna put a lot of smoke in. These you can see, it's already on. These are already on, so these are already working. I'm gonna give them a head start. Look what we do with 1. Within seconds, you can see that we are moving that air. That air is going through, that smoke is going through the pre-filter. It's going through the HEPA filter. And within seconds, you can see, these are still on. You can see the air moving a little bit. There are 2 in here. We at Hunter have perfected this, and we've gotten it right across the board. So it is a name you trust, it's a name that you know, and it's a name that's been working on this for many years. Because like I said before, air purifiers have one job. The air is dirty. It is dirty. And sometimes in our home, it's dirtier than it is outside. What cleans the air if it's not this? Your lungs, your husband's lungs, your kids' lungs, your family members' lungs. It is a matter of fact. So what would you rather have happen? Somebody who's been doing this 100 years, or your lungs in itself? Here's the other thing. You're gonna dust less, you're gonna clean less, your house is going to smell fresher, it's going to smell crisper, because like when you sit down on that couch and that puff of dust comes out, where does that go? It goes into the air purifier right there. So there you go, when the pets come in and it's that stinky pet smell, you've got a solution.
Okay, take us through the buttons on the top.
Yeah, absolutely.
And remember, we're $90 off only today. That is a massive savings.
Yes.
It's really a good savings, and you're getting both. I think when you tune in and you see such a big unit, such a nice unit, you figure, oh, that's the price of one. That makes sense. No, you get both. One of these on .com right now, $179. You get both of these today. And I'll tell you what, it's not a small box. 2 of these, and it's free shipping, so you save more money there. I do want to point out FlexPay because I love FlexPay. It's at the very bottom. I use it all the time. I've used it a lot lately, by the way. I've been shopping like crazy. Anyway, the FlexPay is great because you can get these home for $41.99. And the 5 Flex, the free shipping, and that price is only good today. Think of it like a mini Today's Special, like our Vornado fan. Same concept. You have one day, one price, one shot at this.
Yeah, so the way this works, we've got a little manual thing up top here. You've got it on, you can do off, First speed, second speed, third speed. Third speed to me is when I burnt that toast or I burnt that fish or I've got that stinky smell that Suzanne had. I'm gonna turn this on high and it's gonna get rid of it, okay? We also have little indicators up here. When the pre-filter needs to be changed, this is gonna light up. When my HEPA-Tech filter needs to be cleaned, this will light up. I love the fact that this is a permanent filter. You are not going to have to replace this every 6 months. You basically get your little shop vac out and all you have to do is clean that out. That's an amazing feature as well. You've got the pre-filter. This is Viro Silver exclusive technology. It inhibits the growth of bacteria, mold, live pores. But what I'm gonna love the most and what you love the most is when you get home and you turn this on. And if you're a skeptic like me, I totally get it, okay? But you're gonna open this up and give it a week. And then you're gonna see that this is no longer white. This filter is not gonna look like it did the day that you bought it and you got it home, okay? And that's when you're gonna realize that you made that perfect decision, that you've invested in the good health of your family and of your lungs. Listen, this is exclusive technology and it's made by a company that you trust and that you love so much. The footprint is great. It stands just 2 feet tall. The base here is only 7 inches by 10 inches. You've got 3 different motors. And I love the fact that it's gonna match the decor in your house. Whether you get the beautiful white one with the silver, or if you opt to get the black one, it's not gonna take up too much room. It's not gonna be that huge eyesore where people think, oh gosh, you know, you've got an air purifier. You're gonna smell a difference, you're gonna feel a difference, and it's gonna be great. Suzanne, thank you so much. I'm so pumped for everybody who got their air purifier today.
You know, I'm happy I have my 100 too, because that stink was keeping me up all night long. It drove me crazy.
I feel you.
I'm telling you, that's a game changer when you're like, oh my gosh, I can't sleep. My house smells so bad. Cranked it up, worked like a dream. All right, please stay on the line for that.